You know, I've been waiting like an hour. I've been waiting an hour um, to to spend just a little bit of time with my mom because she's working. It's the weekdays, um, and and I've been waiting for her because she said that she'd watch some haiku with me during lunch, whether it be like. But I told her like we're not gonna start from the very beginning. She's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. And it's like, because haiku's, for despite its complexity and whatnot, and despite its length, it's actually a pretty, not a pretty simple show. It's a pretty, for such a complex show, it's pretty quick to catch people up on. Um, if you like leave out like this super deep drama, even though that's like the whole part, but you know my point. Um, and so she said that. She said that she'd have time during a lunch break. And it's currently 1, which means, in my mind, it's not lunch anymore. But it kind of is because, and my point is that her lunch break was supposed to be from 12 to 1. And she spent that time talking with an old work friend, which I completely understand. But I reached an episode in which I thought it would be really cool for her to see. Because I don't know which episode I'm on. I think it's like episode 13 of season 2, and I think she would really like to see this one, because good old oh God, I can't even remember the team. Good old Hinata and freaking and his team. I forget everybody else's names because the crows, the crowned crows is what I'll call them. They're they're up against a 6'7" volleyball player, and that's like super tall. That's like super tall for everybody on their team. I think their school team name is like Curaçao, something like that. Like I forget how it's called, but all I know is that it's Crow. I know that their team is the I'm calling it the crowned crows because you know well you don't know, but if you watch the anime they used to be called the clip crows, so I'm calling them the crowned crows because that makes sense. But yeah, I've just been waiting and it took a long time, and then it's now time for her meeting, and now she cannot watch until like 2. And so therefore I am pissed off. Therefore I am going to cry. Therefore I started recording this episode. So welcome to episode 898 of Memoria Freese Y3. So y'all probably wondering, how you doing? Have you vomited more? No, actually no. How you doing? I'm better, I'd say. I'm still a little wobbly. I'm walking around right now in the living room, trying to get used to walking steadily again. Again, I'm still a little wobbly, but I'm getting fine with it. I'm getting a little bit better. I'm feeling less vomity. I'm trying not to move around too much. This is the person that's walking around, but yeah, I'm doing good. I've had a lot of crackers. I've had a lot of Gatorade, especially crackers with honey, because my grandparents told me ages ago that would be really good that honey's always good. Not even ages ago, like every time I see them, they're always like, honey's good, honey's good, honey's good for literally anything. Honey is really good. That or lemon. And this morning I'm like, please call Lala. Please call my grandmother and ask her if honey would be a good thing in this situation. And she said yeah, and so I've just been having honey with crackers and Gatorade this whole morning. It's, what is it? Yeah, it's about 1. It's another early episode. Unlike last episode. I say another early episode because I'm pretty sure we've had a few early episodes in the last 10. So before I do anything this episode, really, except for just talk my ear off, or y'all's ears off, I've actually been surprisingly doing stuff during this whole time that I've been, just on the couch, sort of just out of it, but not really. I've kind of been brought back down to earth in a sense, not just by way of watching so much Haikyu that honestly I don't even know how I'm gonna function back into society once I stop watching it for like 1 second. But I've also been I've been going back into the previous episodes of the series, which isn't too far, but for those who don't know, because there's a lot of things that for the people who are watching this in the future don't know about the series, is that you're going to see all the thumbnails. You're going to see the thumbnails from episode 1 to now, and you're going to be like, wow, all those thumbnails are really cool. I'm really impressed that he did all that. He must have done that and this and that. The truth is, folks, is that I'm doing them now. Like, I'm doing them after the fact. I'm doing them after the fact. I didn't do them then. I'm doing them now. And so, if you just came from, like, the past... if you came from episode... If you've been watching the playlist the whole way, congrats. But if you're from episode 800, and I'm gonna say 73, from episode 873 till now, I haven't done the thumbnails. I haven't done the descriptions or anything, and so I've actually been filling that in since last night. I did like one last night, and this morning after every episode of Haikyu, because I've already done all the thumbnails, especially the season 3 thumbnails, which, took a little bit, but, I got it down. I'm also just doing the descriptions. So right now I think I've done the descriptions up until episode 881, and so all I have to do is fill them up until 886, because I already did the descriptions for when I put in the thumbnails for the last few episodes. So basically, to make this make more sense, episode 887 to now, or to last episode, I didn't put any thumbnails in. And so I did that first. I put in all the thumbnails for those, and then along with putting in the thumbnails, I put the descriptions. And then I went back even further, which what I just mentioned, to 873, to then go to 886 to just do the descriptions. And so I'm catching up. It's fun. It's probably very complicated what I just said, but just know that as I'm going on with the series, I'm going back into the series, back through the previous episodes and doing the descriptions. I still have to do more descriptions, folks. I mean, if you think, doing all descriptions for like the past 20 episodes is a big thing, folks, you gotta remember, I gotta do the descriptions for like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way to 100, all the way to 200, all the way to 300, all the way to 400, 500, 600, maybe even 700, which is crazy. That's a lot of descriptions and thumbnails too. So it's definitely a lot of work that I have to go with. But it's fun. It's fun. It's easy. I'm catching up with myself. I like it. And it's giving me sort of a sense of relief, because even though it's not the most stressful thing I've gone under, or even though it's not the most stressful thing I've been feeling, it is definitely sort of gone unnoticed in my regime of being stressed every once in a while, just trying to get all the thumbnails and titles correctly on every day. So yeah. But now that I've had that discussion, so I had a plan for this episode. I think I said yesterday I was going to do a war game. But of course I was very tired and very just completely out of it. So I really didn't know what I was going to do. But now I have a pretty good idea. Now I have a pretty good idea. And that pretty good idea, folks, is First of all, let's just celebrate the fact that I'm at rank 94. I mean, that's pretty cool. Let's also celebrate the fact that, no, I don't want to use the elixir box. I was going to say the fact that we have so much potato snacks, but I did not go to the potato snacks first. Let's go to the potato snacks, please. Nope, not that. It's consumables. There you go. Nope, no. Let's have the big boys. Yeah, there you go. Let's get our stamina all the way up. And let's do some stuff. So, we're gonna have not a chill episode. We're just gonna have an episode that's been needed to be had, if you know what I mean. So, what I mean by that is, we have a lot of bonds, folks. And I mean, we have a lot of bonds, and that's... I mean, look at that. That's so many bonds. Like, look, we even have a bond for... We have a bond for Ween. The hell is this world come to, man? So my point is, we got a lot of bonds. And that's really good. Even Hermes has 11 bonds. What the... So yeah, we have a lot of bonds, and although a lot of the bonds are very useful, there is a lot that really aren't. Like, for example, Shakti. No, not Shakti, because, no. There aren't a lot that are useful. Like, if I can see for a second, like Raoul's bonds, because there's 15. Or Lunar's bonds, which are 11, and you only need 5 to, fully bond people up. So, what my plan is, folks, is that I want more. I don't want more characters. I want more power. I want more power. Look at this. We have such great parties. I mean, look at this. I mean, let's just call up some of the... Let's look at some of the... We have the Rhea Peak. Right now. We have the Re OG party. We have the Attack on 2 party. The Nightbreaker party. The Rhea Peak party. The Artemis party. The Goblin Slayer party. The Estrella Gon party. The 7 Squad Dan Machi. Not even, like, to mention, we have the Justitia, Berserk. I even forgot about the Berserk party. We have the Kino party, the Popstar party, which we just recently created. We have the Lepic party. We have so many parties. We have so many powerful people. And so many people that we're currently trying to get more powerful. But folks, I don't think that's enough. We need more power. Alright? So this is what we're going to do. This is going to be a regular episode of Memoria Freese. But now that I've said that, is there really ever a regular episode of Memoria? So, to get to the point, we have a lot of powerful people. But you see all these powerful people, right? Look at all those powerful people. But look at this. See all those powerful people. Look, we have 283 people. But guess what? Guess how many people? Wait, no. Guess how many of those people? Okay, you're not really helping here. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get there. We'll get there. We're gonna get there, folks. Okay, Hold on. We'll get to my point in just a moment. This is gonna take a bit to get to the point. I know that I've taken like 5 minutes to try to get to the point, but I'm gonna get to the point soon. Please be patient. It's all gonna be worth it in the end. Man, we have so many people. Jesus. Can the list end, please? Hey, Wayne. Can the list end, please? Please. Jesus Christ, the list just doesn't end. Okay, there you go. Okay, well that didn't help at all. Okay, so you see all these weak people. Alright, no. We need to go a little higher than that. Nope, just a little higher. Okay, so you see all these. Okay, maybe not there. Okay, but do you see all these weak people? Level 1s. Look at this, level 1s. We have 5, 11. 5, 11. Yeah, we have 5, 11, 17. We have 23, I think. My point is, we have 89, excluding the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, excluding the 16 of the 89 adventurers / assists, right? Because it is adventurers and assists, right? Yep. Only, do some quick math, because I can't do all the math in the world, man. This is too much math for me. I haven't done math in like 2 days. Oh god, I feel dizzy. Okay, no, we're good. We're fine. We are completely fine. I am not crying. Okay, I gotta stop moving. That's what I gotta do. Okay. The 89, I can do math. 89 minus 16 is, oh god, I can't do math. Fucking hell. Why can't I do math? 3 and 7. We have, out of the 89, we have 73. We have 73 1 stars and 2 stars and 3 stars that are under level 40. We have so many people from the very beginning, probably, maybe not really, that are at level 1. Alright? Level 1. And we just don't use them. They've been sitting here for so long, and we just don't pay attention to them. And so, what we're gonna do, folks, is we're gonna get a shit ton more of fauna. We haven't been paying attention to fauna as much these past 100 episodes, and it's because of that, like, 5-hour grind that I did offline with fauna. It's because we have so much fauna, we don't need to grind for it anymore. But you know, folks, I digress, because look at those, even though we have thousands of the large fauna, even though we have, not thousands, but even though we have 1,000 of the large fauna, 1,000 of the big fauna, of the small fauna, look at the middle fauna, look at the middle fauna. The middle class has always been the problem. I've always said this. The middle class, no, the middle class has never been the problem. The middle class has always been the problem, folks. We've always had a problem with the middle class, alright? The middle class was very happy when I said that. But yeah, we've always had a problem with the middle bits. So that's why, in this episode of Dungeon de Motomeru no Mashigatiru de Ka Memoria Freese Y3, we are going to wait for it. We're going to keep on leveling on multiple themes. Now, I know that may not have been the surprise that y'all were waiting for, because that wasn't really a surprise. But we're going to be leveling up multiple teams. But not really. We're going to be leveling up multiple adventurers and assists that will eventually be in multiple teams. So basically we're preparing to level up. Does this make sense? So this is like sort of the precursor to it, but it's still a part of it. So it's like it's like multiple teams but on the side. So we're using the multiple teams that we've leveled up to therefore get more resources to level the weaker ones up and also them up at the same time. That doesn't sound complicated, does it? I really hope it doesn't, because but anyway, yeah, this is what we're doing. Yeah, this is what we're doing. We're just leveling up multiple teams, but not really at the same time. I'm not gonna make a different spin-off. I mean, this is still a part of the series, but you know, it's just a different kind of episode, guys. It's like this is sort of like the slice of life episode in a freaking action-packed This is like the slice of life. This is like the episode in season 2 with the Hearthstone Manor, where everybody is just relaxing and getting used to things, and then at the end of the episode, they're all like chilling in the hot springs, and they're all like, "Oh, this is so relaxing." And then Belle's like, "Man, everyone's so great," and then everybody starts crying. That's the kind of episode that is, yes. Where everybody just starts crying because of how great Belle is. So the question is, are we actually getting any? Okay, so what our plan is right now is to get everything up to at least 100. So we got to focus on the black fauna. The middle black fauna. Before we do that, let's focus on the red middle fauna, because I think that'll help a lot more. But let's actually go all the way down here. So we've used this team. Now we're going to use this team. The Justitia team, folks. Oh my lord, this is so cool. Blade Saw, Tranquilize, Inflamement, and Quick Fist. And then of course tomorrow, we're going to be reviewing episode 3. Oh, this is going to be so exciting. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Episode 3 of season 3, man. Lyra Reveria Ace, Finn and SV. Level 17. Pog. Yeah, but I wonder what's gonna happen tomorrow. Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen tomorrow, and I wonder what I'm gonna even do for episode 900, man. I'm honestly very interested in what I'm gonna do. Because even I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I have, like, nothing planned. I mean, I do. But I don't know if I want to do that. And on top of that, I don't have lyrics planned, man. You know, I had lyrics planned for, I don't know if I even said this. I had lyrics planned for a Stray record. Like, way back when a Stray record was in frickin' Rise of Evil Part 1 type days. Rise of Evil Part 1 type days, yeah. No, yeah, I had lyrics going for that, but I never finished them because I got too into a Stray record that I'm just like, screw this. So yeah, I don't have lyrics planned for episode 900. But maybe I should do that. I don't know. I'm not really planning on it. I'm just planning on... I'm gonna do a freestyle, guys. I'm gonna do a freestyle. That's gonna be interesting. It'd be interesting to see if I could do a freestyle of that. Of an episode 900, man. Can't believe it's so close. It's like Saturday. That's it's in less than 2 days. That's crazy. Really don't know what I'm gonna do for that. I really just don't know. Elise Sincere, level 17. It's crazy. I really don't know what I'm planning on doing that. Or how I'm planning on doing that, I mean. Oh yeah, I don't want to use this team multiple times. Even though it's I don't want to use a single team multiple times, folks. That wouldn't be ideal. Let's use the attack on 2 team. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. It depends on a lot of things, really, because I haven't finished my projects yet, you know, because of this whole thing. I haven't been able to... Oh, well, that's it. Just haven't been able to finish my project, so I don't know. It just depends if I get better. If I get better by Saturday, then maybe I'll do a long episode, but then again, maybe I won't. I just don't know, man. I'm really hoping to do I'm really hoping to just do something big for episode 900, even though I really shouldn't. I'm hoping that I get to, because episode 900 is definitely a feat, and I just definitely want to start off episode 900 very strong. I want to start it off so strong that it'll just knock the socks out of, off of everyone, man. I want to start it off super strong, even if it's not with the improvised intro that I'll probably have. But we'll see. We will see when the time comes. But I do know what I want to do after an episode 900, though. I want to start Turbulent Shores, Turbulent Shore Rondo, which I don't even. It's so cool that we get another event with the word Rondo in it. Rondo is such a cool word, man. We have Elven Rondo, now we have Turbulent Shore Rondo. I haven't really talked about Turbulent Shore Rondo. It's sort of like the new Hot Shot event, man. It's like the new Hot Shot, man, and I just have not cared about it that much. I haven't talked about it that much. I mean, it introduces a new villain, and, new villains, new characters. It's very interesting. And especially, it's on the water. It seems, it's like an overseas, battle mystery thing. I don't know. You know, I mean, it did seem like the villain looked like a pirate captain or something, so, I don't know, something about an event on water. I know that we've had an event on the beach. I know that we've had events in cities around a beach, like Moen, but never in the water. You know, Memoria Freese has always been in forests, in the dungeon, in Arario, in the skies even, but never in the water. It's going to be very interesting to see that. Turbulent Shore Rondo. I really wonder what's going to happen there, man. Very intrigued. Especially since it's a long tail. And especially since it's Sword Oratoria, so, Pog. I'm just very interested. I'm also very interested by the fact that they haven't done a Halloween event rerun or anything, because it is that time. But then again, they might do something something Halloween-esque or Christmas-esque still, but, you know, who's to say? We'll just have to see. We will just have to see. Moving on. Moving on. Moving on. I don't know what I was gonna say, man. Oh yeah, so there was something I wanted to tell y'all folks that I didn't get to tell y'all yesterday because I didn't want to, I don't know, I just didn't feel, I didn't feel like it was the right time and place to tell that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was, but, like, whatever. So, Beats. They're a headphone brand. A very popular headphone brand still, I think. Also, we're not going to use multiple... I'm going to use this team multiple times despite using the team multiple times. Yeah, so Beats, it's this headphone brand made by Dr. Dre. And they're super cool. They've been popular for a while now. I don't know if they're still popular, but I know, while back, and I mean whiles back, way before this series, like 2015, I think, they were super popular, like massively popular. Everybody was buying them because the noise canceling on these headphones is like absolutely like bonkers. And so I asked my mom a few years back to buy me one pair, and when I was back in middle school, which, you know, is pretty far, seeing the fact that I'm now a senior in high school. Yeah, but she bought me some Beats headphones, and I brought them to school, like, once, and they were stolen from me. And so I cried. And a few months later, she bought me another one. She thought I'd learned my lesson, and I did. I didn't take them to school. And then but there was this thing I used to do with my headphones, or every time before I would put them on, I would stretch them outwards, so I made sure that they fit on my head. And I don't do that as much now. I don't think. I hope I don't. But I used to do that a lot. And I did that with my second pair of Beats, and because of that, according to Lewis anyway, I kind of ripped it apart. I kind of broke it, so yeah. But I never again used Beats. And I was kind of fine with that. At the end of the day, I really didn't like Beats, so I kind of just got over them, and I just went back to, having my Razer, not my Razer headphones, my Razer headphones, my Razer headphones, and now my Hyper headphones, and my frickin' cat earphones, and frickin' everything earphones, headphones, whatever. The other day meaning, like last episode, I was sitting on the couch watching Haikyu, and I saw Lewis next to me fixing his Beats, because he also had Beats, but his had broke a while back, and he was fixing them, and he had actually fixed them, and he used them, and I'm like, what? And so, yeah, he fixed his Beats, and he was planning on fixing mine, too, and so I'm like, what? That's bonkers, but sure, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna guarantee that I'll use them every day, but, like, that's pretty bonkers. The fact that I'm basically getting my Beats back, is, like, insane. So I'm very proud of him for doing that. It's a very cool thing that he's doing. Or that he did, and he's still gonna do for me, so, like, what the but besides that, it's very cool, and also, Besides everything that I'm saying, and besides all the battles that we're, fighting through in this episode, I love him just, like, occasionally looking at the screen at Netflix, that is just, like, passing through different anime that is on my to-watch list. And I saw one just now, Food Wars, which, not mistake me, but correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure Belle VAs, or at least the VA for Belle, VA's one character in Food Wars, I think, from what I can remember, maybe not. But Food Wars is also one of those anime that's just been looming around my life since I've started watching anime. And I think I should watch that now. Now that I'm watching Haikyu. Guys, now that I'm watching Haikyu, I mean, it would be a shame for me not to watch Food Wars, am I right? But yeah, we'll see. It's a very interesting... I've walked into a very interesting arena of anime. Anyway, Cloven Chain, Split Shadow, Stone Rage, Overkill Vision. Also, I know that I mentioned it, like, very, very quickly last episode, or we noticed it, or we found out about it very, like, not very quickly, but we just saw it. And it was just sort of a surprise to us. But volume 17, 16, whichever one it was released of the manga, which I didn't really talk about that much. I didn't sound really surprised about, but I gotta sound surprised about it now, because I just remembered it, and I'm like, it's crazy, because, I think it was like 100 or so episodes ago that I said, I don't know if the manga is ended. I don't know if, like, the third season is going to be the last season of the show, and I don't know if by the end of Memoria Freese, if the manga / the anime / the game will have ended. But maybe it will. Maybe it already has, and I'm glad to see that yesterday. I'm glad to see that we get rewards. I'm glad to see that they celebrate by basically just giving us Iris to celebrate the fact that a new volume has come out. And I'm pretty sure they've done that throughout all of the episodes, or like at some points in some of these episodes. And I guess we just never noticed it because it's a reward. We don't read the awards unless we get a new character. But we don't read the reward. Nobody reads the fucking... It's like nobody reads the freaking accept and conditions type shit. Nobody reads that. Yeah, nobody reads that. Except we did last episode. And it was just it's so cool to know that Fujino Omori, if he's the only person, writing and doing the art. I forget who else is doing the art and whatnot, or if he's the only one. To everyone who's, doing the art and the editing and the writing and whatnot of, either the manga or, of the manga. I mean, props to you. I'm so glad that y'all are continuing to do the manga, especially in the time where I'm assuming the anime's popularity is just skyrocketing as fast as the game. And so I just 07 to you folks. I mean, just salutes all around. I mean, I'm just so proud of everyone who's worked on this game, on the manga, despite me not reading it. And just everything in general. I'm just so proud of y'all. I'm just so proud. I really should read the manga at some point, though. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe... that'd be so cool. That would be so cool. So, okay. So maybe after I know that I'm just repeating myself 50 times over. But maybe after I review the finale of Season 3, whatever it may be, how about I go back to Season 1? Not review Season 1, but I review the manga from Volume 1. Oh my god, that would be so cool! That would be so cool, because then I could fill in so many new things. I could learn so many new things along with y'all. Oh, that would be so cool. Because I've always wondered what the manga was like. And I had the first 6 editions of the manga. And so the fact that I know that the manga's still going on means that there's a reason, there's a driving force for me to be like, hey, let's, like, now, since we've been playing this game for so long, and since last year we reviewed Season 2, and since this year we're reviewing Season 3 of the anime, is it wrong to review the manga as well? Like, that would be so cool to do! Oh my god! I'm not gonna lie, I've actually thought about this like once or twice, but I didn't know if it would work or not. Oh, that would be so cool! And what we would do, it would take a while though. It would take a while to review all the manga, wouldn't it? Because it wouldn't be an entire volume in one episode, or would it? Ooh. Now that'd be interesting. Maybe it would. Maybe I'd have to split up each volume into 2 episodes. This is an interesting concept. What the fuck? This is a really interesting concept that I've just come up with. Oh my lord, folks, I've struck gold. I've certainly struck gold, folks. Oh, okay, this is... okay. I don't know what to say. I feel like I've just come up with, like... I feel like I've just been struck with light. I feel like Benjamin Franklin over here, if that's even the guy that... You get my point. I feel like I've created the light bulb right now. This might have just seemed obvious to y'all for me to do this. Y'all probably would have been expecting this whole time. And I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, like a minute ago, I thought of this a while back as well. But, oh my lord, now that I'm talking about it. Ooh. Oh my lord. If I review the manga, I mean at that point, I mean Crunchyroll's just gonna have to hand me over the sponsor. Am I right? Am I right, folks? I mean Crunchyroll, not even Crunchyroll. I mean the game. I mean the manga. I mean Fujino Mori himself is just gonna hand me over a sponsor. Just gonna be the sponsor for the series. If I review the manga. Man, that's so funny. I haven't done that bit in a while. Hey, but speaking of sponsor, the sponsor for this episode is not water, but it's Gatorade. It's actually not just Gatorade. Gatorade Zero has zero sugar thirst quencher. Yes. Sorry. Gatorade Zero. Fucking hell. Gatorade Zero has 0 sugar, 5 calories, total fat, 0 grams, sodium, 270 milligrams. Total carbohydrates is 2 grams. Total sugars is, like I said, 0 sugar grams. And it has 0 protein. Turn off the commercial. Gatorade Zero. Electrolytes to help replenish what you lose in sweat. That was cringe. Actually, speaking of Gatorade Zero, I haven't drinking anything during this entire episode, which I find very great. And I also find very great that I'm feeling very great after doing this episode. Man. I like, during this whole, like, little rant, or, like, sort of just brainstorm of what I can do in the future of this series, it just never seems to end, folks. Folks, it just never seems to end. You know, in doing the titles for New Generation Pop Stars, you know, the reruns, you know, the little heart in between the New Generation and Pop Stars, I actually had to copy and paste that from way back when we originally did New Generation Pop Stars. And I have to say, y'all want to know what's so crazy about New Generation Pop Stars? When we originally did it, I mean. When we originally did, whether it be like the beginning or the finale of, or whatever, of New Generation Pop Stars, it was around the 500 episode era, and it was also around the time of Team Trees. Isn't that crazy? Team Trees. Anyone remember Team Trees? Oh my god, I totally forgot that this series, spread around the word of Team Trees. I completely forgot about that, dude. I completely forgot about that. What the heck, dude? That's crazy. I completely forgot about that. Oh man. Seeing the hashtag Team Trees and just saying Team Trees feels like something from a lost time. It's been so long. Been so long, but been so close. Right? Yeah, definitely. I think it's actually going to be a year since Mr. Beast made that announcement of like, hey, I have 20 million subscribers, therefore you need to plant 1 million trees, or else, we're not 20 million, like 20 million trees to raise $20 million or something like that. Like, therefore you need to raise this much money so we can plant this many trees, therefore the world can be a better place, and I don't know why I'm making Mr. Beast sound like this, because Mr. Beast does not sound like this. He sounds like, hey guys, no, I'm gonna try to imitate Mr. Beast. But yeah, it's cool, man. It's so cool. This series has been through a lot. I'm really proud of the series. I'm really proud of the people that work on this game, and the manga, and the anime. I'm proud of everyone. This wouldn't have been done if not for our sponsor for the day, water. Okay, we've had a good episode. We've had our long enough episode, our about 1 hour episode. Therefore, no one has to complain about this episode being shorter than nobody has to complain the fact that, hey, we're the consistent 1 hour episodes, huh? Even though no one's gonna complain about that. This series is so cool. This series is so fun. Once I get into it, man, I'm just full force. Such a good series. Such a good time. It's just me, man. It's just me talking. And also not really, because, you know, we have all these beautiful folks right here. I mean, look at these folks, guys. Look at this. Look, we have Ace, we have Belle, we have Ween, we have Hermie, we have Fells. Oh my gosh. How did I not see him in the thumbnail? That is so cool. Guys, this is so... Also, there's a new horror trials, but literally nobody gives a shit about that. No, but like I was saying, in that whole rant of like, hey, I have this great idea and all that kind of stuff, not gonna lie, I came up with a pretty good idea for episode 900. Alright, I came up with a pretty good idea for episode 900, folks. Alright, a pretty radical idea. All I'm gonna say is that maybe you'll expect it. Maybe it won't be expected. Maybe it'll be unexpected. But whatever the case, that's not gonna be next episode. That's going to be the episode after next episode. Because next episode, ladies and gents, we're going to review episode 3 of season 3 of Dan Machi of Fujino Mori's Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? 3. It's season 3 of season 3. Season 3 of season 3. So get ready for that. It's going to be very fun. I'm going to be very happy. I'm going to try to not to talk. I'm going to try to talk. I'm going to try not to talk about Haikyu, even though I haven't really talked about Haikyu this episode at all. By the way, have I mentioned that Haikyu is a really good anime? It's actually a really entertaining anime. I mean, all the characters are just very passionate, very interesting, and it's honestly the best anime I've ever read. Honestly, I would put it up in my top 10, maybe in top 5, top 3. Did I hear top 1? No. No, yeah, it's a good anime. But let's be honest. Memoria Freese is 10,000 times better. Anyway, I think I've talked about a bit much. I'm gonna go see if my mom's meeting is over, so therefore she can watch a very interesting episode of Haikyu. Which, by the way, I haven't watched Haikyu in 2 hours, which is probably the longest time I've gone without watching an episode of Haikyu. So I'm actually experiencing not a drought, not a shortage, but I'm experiencing, what do you call it? I don't know the word, but I'm just experiencing that word in which, you've drank in something so much that, one day you can't drink that, and you're experiencing that feeling. I forget what the word is called. I've used it a lot of the time, but I just don't remember what it's called. It's almost like if it's another it's almost like if it's another word of something that I don't know the name of. Just like the postcard, or whatever the thing is called, from the 3-hour episode we had 2 episodes ago. Another cliffhanger, folks. Anyway, I'm going to leave it off for now. We've done a lot of Fauna work today. A lot of leveling up, if I do say so myself, of multiple teams. But until tomorrow, this has been your friendly neighborhood. I'm ready to watch episode 13 of freaking season 2 of Haikyu. And until tomorrow, this has been I. And I say arigatou gozaimasu for watching another episode of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Memoria Freese Y3.